Hi, this is Mark Chen, your Photoshop mentor. Photographers and Photoshop users talk about histograms all the time. It is no surprise that histogram is your #1 tool if you want to be good at digital photography. Now drop everything and watch this video. I guarantee that in 10 minutes, histogram will become your best friend. A histogram is a profile of brightness. Set side by side to the image, it gives you a good idea what needs to be done to improve the image. I emphasize side by side here because histogram means nothing if you don't look at the image it relates to. Here's a histogram. It is a chart based on x-y coordinates. X here means brightness, with rightmost being the white, leftmost being the black, and different levels of gray in between. Y is for the count of pixels. Higher chart means a lot of pixels, and vice versa. This is the image responsible for the histogram we just saw. This image, made by Sincerely Yours, me, is entitled Learning to Use Computer, available as a stock image on iStockPhoto.com. You see Thumbelina diligently trying to pick up her computer skill. Let's first learn about highlight, midtone, and shadow. The brightness of an image is defined by gray level. Gray level goes from the darkest, which is black, to the brightest, which is white. The brightness 1/3 of the gray level is called highlight, which is illustrated with yellow shades here. The middle 1/3 of gray level is called midtone, illustrated with green, and the darkest 1/3, the shadow, illustrated with blue. How do these gray levels relate to the histogram? Let's have a look at a histogram of Learning to Use Computer. We will now compare them side by side. The highlight area, color-coded yellow, corresponds to the high peaks to the right side of the histogram. Since the whole background and most of the shiny laptop computer falls into this range, we have a high pixel count, which contributed to the large structure of the histogram. Now, for the green color-coded midtone, the monitor, Thumbelina's red skirt, and skin made up the midtone pixels. Since there aren't many of them, we see much lower hues in the histogram. As for the blue color-coded shadow, only Thumbelina's shoes, jacket, and her dark hair fall into this category. You can see in the histogram, they are very close to the true black and occupies a small range of gray level. However, they are extreme minority, so only a small hump is found on the histogram. So what does a low-lying valley on the histogram mean? It means pixels between midtone and shadow are almost non-existent in this image. Are you ready to take a quiz? I'm going to show you 5 images with quite distinctive brightness profiles. This means their histogram should look quite different from each other's. Then I'm going to show you 5 histograms. Your job is to match them to the right pairings. The answer and discussion will be provided in part 2 of the video. Feel free to pause and rewind for you to compare the images and histogram. Ready? Remember, analyze the image like I did to the thumbnail image and compare it to the histogram. Some deduction logic might help. If you'd like to read some in-depth discussion about histogram, you may consider to purchase my book, Creative Wedding Album Design with Adobe Photoshop, published by Amherst Media. The book is available on Amazon.com and all major book vendors. To order an autographed copy, you can visit www.markchenphotography.com. Happy photoshopping!